I found a message on my wife's phone that shattered everything I believed. It hit me like a bomb, revealing a terrifying secret beyond just a fling or slip. She was the woman I trusted most, married for 8 years. Suddenly, nothing felt real. The foundation of our relationship was cracking beneath my feet. 8 years together with ups and downs. Lately, I sensed something was wrong. She seemed distant, locked away in a world I couldn't enter. Her secretive smiles, sudden phone glances, unexplained evenings away. Tiny clues piled into a mountain of doubt I couldn't shake off. Tried convincing myself it was nothing, just stress or private troubles. But that one message opened the floodgates of suspicion. That text wasn't flirty. It was cryptic, coded. A name I didn't know stood out, twisting my mind into endless questions and fears. I confronted her. Things took a sudden twist. She didn't deny it. Instead, she said something that changed everything. "It's not what you think." For the first time, I saw a side of her I'd never witnessed, guilt mixed with defiance, fear alongside calm, all tangled together honestly and raw. She claimed she'd been protecting me, shielding me from a truth that was darker and more dangerous. Something I wasn't ready to face. Secrets began spilling out about her past. A dangerous connection. Someone who had trapped her in a web they thought was behind them. She secretively communicated with this person, using messages as a shield to protect me and my family from harm looming in the shadows. But why hide it all? Why lie? Each answer she gave only spun me deeper into confusion, blurring lines between truth and betrayal. I wanted to believe her, but every instinct screamed otherwise. Was she really protecting me or hiding something worse? The doubt ate at me. One night, heart pounding, followed her. She met a man different from the one in the messages. Suddenly, everything felt even more tangled. Was she having an affair or protecting us from something darker? In that moment, I wasn't sure if she was victim or villain in this story. I confronted her again. This time, her facade broke. She revealed fragments of truth, fragile like shards of broken glass scattered everywhere. She had lied to save me, also to save herself from dark truths neither of us were prepared to face. Intertwined with pain and sacrifice, the man she met was tied to her past in ways I couldn't have dreamed. Our lives were hopelessly tangled in secrets running deep. Here's the kicker. The real betrayal wasn't the affair or the lies. My own blind assumptions, living in a shadowy version of our story. The truth was messy, painful, filled with sacrifices I'd never understood. It showed how love can blind us to realities we were not ready to face. She wasn't perfect, and neither was I. But trust isn't about never getting hurt. It's about knowing when to hold on and when to let go. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal, it was realizing the illusions we live with, how little we sometimes truly know the ones we love. I learned how easily we create our own stories filled with assumptions. Shadows shaping what we think is real often isn't. Now I am left with one haunting question. Can you ever truly know the person you love? Or are we just actors in stories unraveling too late? What would you do if the one you trusted most was both your protector and your biggest secret? Share your thoughts below. I want to know. Every secret hides a story. Hers was tangled with danger and love, sacrifice and protection, emotions layered like an unseen battlefield. Trust is fragile, a delicate dance between belief and doubt. Once it cracks, everything around it feels uncertain and shaken. Relationships weave complex webs. Love isn't simple, it's a mixture of shadows, light, secrets, and revelations that test our very core. With each secret unveiled, the mystery deepened. Who was she really? Protector, liar, victim, or something far more complicated? Caught between love and fear, I realized that sometimes the hardest truths come wrapped in the people we cherish the most. Our past shape who we become. Her secrets were a shield, a burden, and a barrier guarding us from harm none of us predicted. The person from her past wasn't just a memory, but a dangerous force still creeping through our lives, forcing decisions we never expected. Her actions, though secretive and painful, came from a place of protection. But protection has a price, sometimes paid in broken trust. Lies piled on lies, creating walls between us. Started as protection blurred into deception, making every truth harder to find. I struggled every day to believe her words. Trust meant more than hearing it meant feeling safe again in a world now full of questions. Doubt weighed heavily on me, crushing moments that once felt simple and pure. Was trapped between love and suspicion, never fully free. I watched from shadows, heart pounding, as she met someone unknown, caught between fear and the desperate need to understand. Our lives became entangled in secrets deeper than I imagined, every revelation pulling me further down a path without clear answers. Every time she spoke, I felt the gap between truth and lies widen, longed for clarity, yet feared what I'd find next. Love felt fragile and broken, like fine glass shattered by secrets, each piece reflecting pain, regret, and hope all at once. Our story was no longer simple, it was blurred by shadows, fears, and hidden truths. Layered like a complex puzzle, I struggled to solve. Every day was a fight with uncertainty, trying to balance love as hope against suspicion as poison coursing through my mind. I rode an emotional roller coaster, hope, despair, anger, and fear challenging every belief I once held about our shared life. I fought to uncover clarity in the chaos, desperate to understand her story and my place within the tangled mess of lies and truth. Her secrets weighed heavily on both of us, shaping the fragile reality we tried to hold onto even as it slipped further from reach. Facing truths and lies, I reached a crossroads, to hold on despite the shadows, or let go of illusions to protect my fragile heart. Inside, a battle raged, a fight between forgiveness and distrust, love and self-preservation, hope and bitter reality. Sometimes, love alone isn't enough to heal wounds. We must also face hard truths, no matter how painful or complex they may be. Her burden to protect me came with a high cost, shattered trust, and a relationship forever changed by secrets and silence. Now, I stand at the edge, deciding whether to forgive and rebuild, or let go and walk away from a love marked by shadows. Trust is a fragile thread connecting souls. One stretched thin by secrets, it threatens to snap or tie us forever in new ways. Pain teaches lessons no joy can. Through betrayal and doubt, I learned about strength, forgiveness, and the complexity of human hearts. Unraveling her past was like untangling knots. Each thread led to painful truths I never expected, challenging every assumption I held. She wasn't just the woman I knew, but someone shaped by hidden depths and battles I was never shown until now. Love isn't simple or perfect. It's messy, complicated, sometimes terrifying, but always worth the hard journey we must take together. Secrets can protect and destroy. In her case, they shielded me, but also built walls that challenged everything I thought I knew. I was forced to face the unknown parts of her life, our love places I had never imagined existed within our story. Each secret shared slowly broke down the walls between us, but sometimes those walls masked pain too deep for words. Amid chaos, I had to choose to cling to illusions or risk everything, embracing fragile, painful truth and possibly healing. Our journey was through shadows and light, hidden corners illuminated by trust, slowly rebuilt, or forever lost in the dark. She wore a mask of protection, her lies crafted carefully to shield me. They also concealed pain I now understood deeply. Beneath the surface of secrecy lay raw fear, pain, and love struggling to survive in a world filled with threats and uncertainty. Her actions came at a cost, our shared peace and honesty. Protection sometimes means sacrifice, even when it hurts the most. Learning to forgive meant more than words. It was an inner struggle to accept flaws, pain, and love imperfect yet real. From broken trust, new strength can rise. It's a hard path, but sometimes pain is the forge where true love is tested and rebuilt. She fought hidden battles alone, nightly struggles that I only glimpsed later. Those fights shaped the love we shared and lost. Secrecy wasn't selfish. It was protection for our family, a desperate shield against dangers lurking just out of sight. We lived tangled in a web of lies and love, blurred lines where right and wrong mixed in ways I never expected. At the crossroads of truth and lies, I faced a crucial decision: embrace the messy reality or retreat into easier illusions. It's a question many ask. When do you hold on despite the hurt? And when do you let go to find peace and self-healing? Our love story was anything but simple, a journey through darkness, light, betrayal, forgiveness, and unexpected hope. She was my unseen protector, guarding us fiercely even when that meant sacrificing our truth and trust along the way. In the end, I wondered, can we ever truly know those we love fully? Or are we always strangers behind familiar faces? Trust doesn't disappear with betrayal. It transforms, asking us to rebuild, rethink, and sometimes rediscover what love really means. Forgiveness is strength, the courage to face hurt and choose to heal rather than be broken by it forever. Love is a fragile balance of truth and trust, pain and joy, mistakes and mercy, a dance only the brave dare to perform. Even in shadows, hope flickers. Sometimes, the darkest nights bring the brightest dawns for those willing to keep walking through. Love takes unpredictable paths, twisting, turning, sometimes breaking us down only to build us anew. Stronger than before, pain isn't the end. It's a beginning, a raw start for growth, understanding, and deeper connections beyond surface illusions. Sometimes, the hardest journey is within exploring emotions, doubts, fears, and finding the courage to face them honestly. We all play roles in stories we hardly understand, some scripted by others, some shaped by our own deepest secrets and desires. When stories collapse, face chaos, but in that rubble, there's an opportunity to rebuild something real, honest, and new. Moving beyond assumptions means listening carefully, opening hearts, embracing complexities without judgment or fear. Understanding another person fully is challenging, but necessary, requiring patience, empathy, and courage to face uncomfortable truths. Ultimately, we have the power to choose how we respond, forgive, and whether we let shadows define our future or light the way. Some questions linger long after the story ends. Can love overcome secrets? And can we truly embrace those we think we know? After trust falls, rebuilding is slow and fragile. It demands vulnerability and willingness to accept imperfections in ourselves and others. Fear and hope are entwined in love. We face risks, yet hold on to dreams that guide us through uncertain, shadowed paths. Every ending holds the seed of a new beginning. It is up to us to nurture the fragile shoots of trust and love once more. Now, I ask you, what would you do if the person you trusted held deep secrets both to protect and to hide from you? Can we ever truly know the ones we love? Or are we destined to live with mysteries behind their eyes, stories untold forever? In the end, the choice is ours, to embrace complicated truths, or retreat into comforting illusions with open eyes or closed hearts. I invite you to share your thoughts and stories below. Let's explore together whether love can survive the secrets and shadows we all carry.